former Essendon champion Matthew Lloyd would hate to see Andrew Gaff play in the grand final this year after the West Coast wingman's brutal punch broke Andrew Brayshaw's jaw in Sunday's Western Derby. Gaff is set to front the AFL tribunal tomorrow night over the incident. The restricted free agent season and career at West Coast could be over. There are 3 rounds left in the home and away campaign, and the second-placed Eagles will play a maximum of 4 finals matches. Lloyd called for a 7-match suspension to rule out the possibility of Gaff playing again this year. "I'd hate to see Gaff play in a grand final, to be honest, after what I saw yesterday, so I think 7 weeks might be right," Lloyd told the AFL website. Ex-Geelong champion Jimmy Bartle, a member of the old match review panel, which has now been replaced by a single match review officer, believes Gaff's good record would be taken into account by the tribunal. "I don't think we will see him again this year," Bartle said, "but 175 games in his career, I don't think he's even been reported or fined, so wherever they get to, I think he'll end up getting a 1-week discount." Andrew Gaff is set to face the tribunal tomorrow. Picture, Getty Images. What happens at the tribunal? You're allowed to get up there, you're allowed to get character references, say they call it 8 or 7 matches, whatever it may be. I reckon it will come down another week. But I don't think we're going to get below 6 weeks. The Gaff-Brayshaw incident led to several spot fires, with Fremantle players clearly unhappy with Gaff. The Eagles star was left dazed after a high bump from Michael Johnson that could see the Fremantle veteran suspended. "Talking of retribution, I think he got out of it okay, Andrew Gaff," Lloyd said. "You look at Michael Johnson where a ball set up. In the old days Gaff wouldn't have probably got off. It's fantastic that the game's got to that point, but he was hurt there. Gaff, you saw on the interchange bench that he was absolutely rattled by the day. Ross Lyon had to hold his players back from doing anything more than that." Lloyd had a similar experience to Gaff when he cleaned up Hawthorn's Brad Sewell with a high bump in the final round of 2009. "I was knocked out by Chance Bateman and Bateman got a week for it," Lloyd said. Gaff was fortunate it was an Eagles home game where there were 50,000 or 60,000 Eagles fans. "I had Hawthorn fans all coming to the front row where I was standing in the goal square, and I was starting to fear for my safety. I wasn't sure at the end of the game whether Campbell Brown, Jordan Lewis, Luke Hodge, where I was at, do I go off on the interchange bench? All those things are going through your head. I'm sure Gaff went through that, and would have had a sleepless night last night."